Las noches entre nuestras ciudades separadas se agregan a la noche que nos une.
Estamos en la mitad del puto día, Gilberto.
Veo que no te gusta Neruda.
A vos y a mí lo único que nos une en esta vida es el deseo de ver a Pablo muerto.
This is Gilberto Rodriguez Orihuela. And if you've never heard of him, it's because that's exactly the way he wants it. Ask him what he does for a living, and he'll tell you that he's a banker, and that would be true. In fact, he and his brother Miguel controlled their own bank. Or he might tell you that he and his brother owned and operated one of Colombia's largest chains of drugstores. The brothers could also tell you that they ran their own soccer team, which they did. America to Cali, one of the best teams on the continent, and a fierce rival of Pablo's Atletico Nacional. But what they never tell you is that these businesses were a front, and that the Rodriguez brothers were the second biggest cocaine traffickers in the world. The leaders of the Cali Cartel, like Pablo and the Medellin Cartel, they started out as run-of-the-mill criminals, bank robbers. And with all that money they scored from their heist, they quickly graduated to smuggling weed. When they realized that 10 pounds of blow was worth as much as a ton of marijuana, they jumped headfirst into the cocaine business. These guys were no piece of shit street dealers. They planned meticulously, maximizing profit, minimizing risk. As the business grew, a young, ambitious Colombian kid, a guy you might know named Pacho Herrera, was such a good earner that the brothers eventually promoted him to partner. But they had a competitor, and not just any competitor, one that wasn't interested in abdicating the throne as the king of coke. But Gilberto was smart. He didn't care that Escobar wore the crown. So they went to him with a proposal. Miami, the cocaine capital of the world, would remain Pablo's territory. And in return, the Rodriguez brothers would make do with a little territory in the northeast called New York City. The extra 1,089 miles may have made it a little harder to get to, but it turns out the folks in New York were just as head over heels for cocaine as the folks down south. And while there were 1.8 million people in Miami, there were 7 million in New York City. As much as the Cali guys loved money and the finer things in life, they hated the wrong kind of attention. For the gentlemen of Cali, it was about appearing like legitimate businessmen, and business was good. But that didn't mean that it couldn't get better.